Okay, so take your stretchy band and stand with holding on to it. If you have a nice long stretchy band like me, it's great because you can wrap it around your hands and make it a little easier to hold on to. Also, it's all about resistance. So we find the resistance that works for us, right? Always want to make sure it's not too much or too little, but too little is better than too much. Okay, so bringing your heels together and turning the legs out. So little first position or Pilates stance, it's called, right? As close as your heels and thighs will go together. All right, so whatever that is for you. And we're just going to start by um, lengthening the spine and having our elbows close by our side with our palms facing up with the band. And again, adjust your resistance, but we're going to open out to the side, little shoulder opening, and relax the arms. So inhale, pull the hands out. Exhale, release, and then let's add lift the heels. So we'll lift the heels as we open the arms and lower the heels as we exhale. Bring it back in. So inhale, open, exhale, close. Nice deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. So just find the right amount of resistance for your shoulders here. Okay, exhale. Good. One more. Inhale, lift the heels, open, and exhale, relax. Then we'll bring our legs to parallel, hold the band in your hands with some slack. Again, if you want to wrap your hands around or wrap the band around your hands, great. And we're going to lift up as we slide the shoulder blades down and then bring our arms behind us, bring the band behind us and down. So keeping our rib cage over the pelvis, draw the shoulders down, release in front. Again, adjust your band. Never want your wrists to bend, right? So the wrists stay in line with the arms and the hands. Just opening the shoulders a little bit here. Good. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, back. Then we'll just bring the band directly behind our back. So the arms are out in a T. Inhale, exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Breathe nice and full. Exhale, twist. And center, relax your band behind your back. And then again, we're going to lift up over our head and down in front. And then bring it up over the head. And we're going to keep our arms here. Again, inhale, lifting tall. Exhale over to the side. And your bottom arm's going to stretch down to your leg as you hold your top arm. And then reach it back out and lift up. Good. Inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale over. Bottom arm is going to come down to your legs as you reach that top arm. And then reach out. Lift up. Two more. Inhale, exhale over. Bottom arm stretches down, reaches out, and up. And exhale over. Bring the bottom arm to your leg and reach out and lift up. And now we're going to do that in a twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. And then back arm reaches down toward your leg. Reach it out and come back to center. Good. Exhale, twist the other way. And the back arm stretches down. Reach it out and come center. Good. And then we're going to lower the arms down and bring the band underneath your feet. So you've got both feet on the band, holding on to it. Good. Arms just palms facing in, right? And all you're going to do to start with is pull up and release. Good. So keeping the spine nice and tall as we just bring a little resistance into the top part of our arms and shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then when you release on this one, bend the knees a little bit, lean forward slightly. You might gather up your band slightly. Flat back, arms by our side. We're just going to lift behind us and release. So as if you were downhill skiing, right? And release. Tricep work. Pull straight back and up and release. Straight back and up. And when you release, go ahead and step off of your band. We'll do one more thing. We're going to hold our band and our hands in front, widen our legs so that heels point slightly in, toes slightly out. And you're just going to bring the band up overhead, lowering into a squat as deep as feels right for you. So we're going to pull our right hand down and lift our right heel and release. Your left hand, I'm mirroring you, left hand down, lift your left heel and release. Okay, so just find the resistance that feels right for you, lifting the heel. And then we're going to opposite arm and leg. So you're going to pull right hand down, lift your left heel and release. Hand down, lift your right heel and release. Good. Just coming up onto the toes. Maybe you can deepen into your squat, maybe not. Opposite, yeah, hold the torso still, just moving the arms, lifting the heel. Good. And then when you release on this one, just go ahead and bring your hands down to your thighs. See if you can go a little further down. Bring your hands to the ground. Squat, opening the knees. And then just letting the legs straighten, relax your torso and roll up. Great. And then we'll come to the end of your mat or wherever you want to be. You can just put your band there by the side. Roll down. So inhaling here, exhaling, letting everything relax as we come down and just hang. Little bend and straighten of the knees. You might bend one knee and then the other. Press the hips back. Do a little walk. Both legs straight. Walk our hands away from our feet. Like down dog, fingers spread wide, and do a little stretch here. So letting your body move around if it wants to. As you stretch your heels down, lift the tailbone. Hopefully you can release and relax your head and neck. Walk the hands a little farther out. Just find a little wider down dog or all the way into plank. Feels good to you here. Taking a couple of breaths. And coming onto our knees around to sitting. I'm going to take the band and fold it in half. Mine's so long, I don't know where the other end is. Somewhere. No, really flat if you can. Your band will go flat. We're going to come onto our back. Bring the feet close in. See if I can find myself in the right place here. And bring your arms straight up. Good. Take a nice deep breath. As we exhale, we're going to peel off the mat, one bone at a time. As our hips come up, we'll bring our arms over our head. Relax them. Good. And just letting your shoulders and arms relax here. Take a breath, pressing the pelvis up. As we inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to bridge down one bone at a time. Good. And inhale, exhale, peel off the mat and bring your arms, as your hips come up, you bring your arms down, a band goes across the thighs, press down and press your pelvis up. And then lift the arms as we inhale, exhale down, arms go over the head. Good. Inhale, exhale, peel off the mat and bring your arms back down by your side, pressing your band against your legs, pressing the pelvis up. Inhale, lift the arms, exhale, articulating the spine down as the band goes over our head. Inhale. Again, exhaling up, pressing your band across your thighs, pressing the arms down, pelvis up, and then lift the arms, exhaling down, and arms go over the head. And then just leave your arms here. Let your legs sway over to one side. Just let your shoulders relax, your legs, your hips. And then lift the legs up and sway them the other direction. Let them relax. And lift up. Great. We're going to bring our arms up, back up to the ceiling and lift your legs one at a time. And then bring the legs together here. So we're going to take our legs over to the left and take our band, our arms over to the right. And come back to center on our exhale. And then legs go to the right, arms go to the left. And exhale back. Good. Keep going. Inhale, legs to the left, arms to the right. And exhale back. Legs to the right, arms to the left. Nice double twist. Exhale back. Good. And you can stay here. And we're going to bring our legs a little bit apart again so they're not together. Good. Really press the back into the mat. Feel your shoulders on the ground. And then just bring your arms a little bit back. So as we draw our band back, we draw our shoulder blades down. We feel our rib cage pulled down, all of our spine on the ground, and then lift the arms up. Right? And we'll add to that flexed feet. Extend your right leg as you reach your arms back, pulling our shoulder blades down, feeling our spine on the mat, and bring it back. And then we're going to do that again. Stay on the same leg. So reaching through the right leg, stretching your band behind you, and bring it back. So you probably want to exhale as you stretch the leg out and reach the arm. Inhale back. And then we'll switch. So the left leg is going to extend out as we reach our arms back and return. Exhale, stretch the arms back, reach through that left heel. Really feel the connection of your spine on the ground. One more time. And bringing it back. And then we're going to take our band, fold it in half, bring it behind the head. So you're cradling your head with your band, holding onto it like this, right? Your elbows bent. Good. And then we're going to press head. We're going to use our arms and press our head and shoulders up, right? So you've got your band for support behind your head. Extend your right leg and turn to the left. Bring everything back to center. Extend the left leg, turn to the right, and back to center. So exhale, extend and rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, extend and rotate. Inhale, center. Good. Hopefully your neck is relaxed as you do this. supporting the head as best as you can with your band. Great. And then when we're even on both sides, come to center, relax your head and shoulders down. Good. Remove your band from under your head, place it across the top of your shins, hug your knees, relax your body, just kind of pulling the knees in with your band. And then keep your band here nice and taut. Come to center, inhale. As you exhale, press your band into your legs and curl your tailbone upward. Try to lift it off the ground and then relax as you inhale. Right, so we're using the band across our legs to press into our legs as we exhale and lift the tailbone. Inhale, relax. Exhale, curl the tailbone up. You're going to feel your shoulders and your arms working, right, as well. You're really using the band to press. Good. Good. And then when you relax on this one, uncross your band. And we're going to curl up, put the band under our feet, like that. So you just got the bottom of your feet on the band. Your feet are hip width apart. Again, you might like to wrap your band, if you have a long band like I do. Lay your head down. So it's nice to have a long band so you can really help your wrist out, right? So holding the arms up, we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to press the legs out and pull the arms back and down, right? And then release. Okay, so exhale, press into the band with your legs as you pull your arms back and down. Inhale, release. Good. Or however you want to breathe, right? Just breathe. Pull back and down and release. Feeling your spine on the mat. So if you have the right resistance, it shouldn't be too hard, but you should be feeling it, right? You just want to make sure you've got the right amount of resistance. Last one. And then when you release on this one, you're just going to keep your right foot in the band, put your left foot on the ground, cross your band, and the leg up to the ceiling, that with your band crossed. Elbows by your side. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, peel your spine off the mat. So we're going to bridge with our leg in the air. Inhale to articulate down. Exhale, peel up into your bridge. Inhale, articulate down. Articulate up. And articulate down. And then this time we're going to come up and stay there. And just lower that leg down at maybe till it's even with your left leg or kind of close, but a little bit higher. Pull the knee in and then press into the band. Wherever you're comfortable with that angle, right? Pull in and press out. Pull in and press out. Inhale and exhale. And your hips are however high off the ground they want to be. Right? Next time we press out, we're going to lift the leg up and articulate the spine back down. And just give this leg a stretch. If you want, you can straighten your left leg as you stretch your right leg with the band. And you might move your foot and press your foot into the band, articulate the foot. You got a little resistance to do some footwork there. You might bend and straighten the leg, whatever feels good to you. And then we're going to take our leg across the body, keeping it as high as straight as it'll go. Just finding how far your leg wants to go here. Breathe. You're going to feel that, of course, all the way through the outside of our leg and hip. And then lift it up. And keeping it high and straight, opening out to the side, keeping our left hip down. Just let your leg hang there. Breathe. Good stretch on the inner leg. And then lift it up. And then we're going to do some circles. So have your band as loose or as tight as you feel like you'd like. Take that band across, sweep it down, around, and back to the top. A nice big circle, using our breath and our band. Shoulders relaxed. I love it with the band. It's so much nicer, the leg circles. And then at the top, reverse your circles. You can always use your band when we do leg circles if you like, right? You can always choose to do that. Just a little different experience. Really good for loosening up the hip, though, having the band. Next time we come to the top, you might gather your band a little tighter, and you're just going to pull your knee down toward your armpit like you're lunging on your back, really stretching through that left leg. Good. And then relax your leg and draw your left leg up so we can switch. We're just going to put your left foot in the band, right foot on the ground, straighten this leg to the ceiling. And we're going to bridge. So have your your right foot in a good secure place as you inhale. Exhale, peel on up. Inhale, articulate back down. Exhale, articulate up. Inhale, back down. And your leg, and that's in the air, can be bent. It doesn't have to be straight, right? Knee just needs to be in line with the hip. Good. Exhale up. Inhale down. We're going to stay up on the next one and then lower that leg down as far as it wants to go, not too far. Pull the knee in and press out. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, press out. And breathe. Inhale in. Exhale, press out. Inhale, pull in. This time, pressing out, lift that leg up to the ceiling, articulate the spine down, and then give this leg a stretch. You can keep the right leg as bent as you want or straighten it out as you stretch this leg. Use your band, move your foot against the band, working our foot a little bit. And then we'll get our leg as straight as we can and take it across the body, finding that stretch. Breathe into it. band is good for this because you can keep your leg lifted, right, using the band to really get a good stretch in there. And then lift the leg, open it out to the side, keeping it high up there as much as you can. Keeping that right hip down. Breathe. Good. And lift the leg up and we'll circle. So adjusting the band to what you need. Take that leg across, sweep it down, and exhale back up. Good. Nice, generous circle. Letting your hip relax. And your shoulders. That's some nice movement in our hip joint with this. And then at the top, you can reverse your circles. And then when our leg comes to the top, we might gather up our band a little more and just pull your knee down. You're lunging on your back. So really stretch out that right leg to the hip flexors and underneath the thigh. And then go ahead and relax your leg. Draw your right leg in. And we're going to curl up and we're going to wrap our feet. So you're going to put the band again under both feet with your feet a few inches apart. Take the outside around the inside and back to the outside. So just do a little wrap of your feet. The band comes from outside to inside, and you're holding on the band on the outside of your feet. Kind of like you've imprisoned your feet. Lay back down, and then turn your heels, your legs out so that your heels are together, knees are pointed out for frog, right? So your band might be in the middle of your legs, or you might prefer to have it on the outside of your legs. I like it in the middle. You're going to pull the heels in, press your back into the mat as you stretch out, right? So inhale, really open the knees, and exhale, press out. Inhale, pull in, exhale, press out, and lift the legs up. Lower them back down and bend in. Just add that little piece. Press out, up, and lower down, and pull in. And breathe. Lift, lower, and pull in. Out, lift, lower, pull in. Could do this all day, right? So, last one, lower, pull in. And when you pull in on this one, you're going to just curl up, unwrap your feet, hold your band, stretch your legs long, stretch your arms over your head, and do a big full body stretch. So reaching through one side and the other. One heel and one arm, and then the other. Big side to side stretch. And relax. Lift your arms, lift your band up. Bend your knees. Curl up and reach. Roll up. Or however you can get up. Take your band and just put it across your feet. Across the bottom of the feet. Cross it and use it to do a little forward stretch here. So just holding on to it and relaxing over your legs. You might use your band to help you here. And then we'll sit up, keep our legs straight. Well, actually, your legs might need to be a little bent in order for you to sit tall. So what we'll do is we'll start with a little bit of back and arm work. So you're going to sit really tall, spine erect as much as you can, and then see how straight your legs will go, right? So focusing on the spine, and just have your arms kind of out from your side in front of you. All we're going to do is just lengthen the spine and pull the arms back low to the ground, and then release. Right, so inhale, exhale, lengthen spine, pull the arms back, and release as you inhale. Find the right amount of resistance. Pull as you lengthen. Doesn't have to be a real big effort, right? Just a little pull back as you lengthen tall. And relax. Pull back. And release. Pull and lift. And release. And then lift your arms a little higher and out a little farther. And you're going to hold your right arm really steady. Draw your left elbow back. Pull into a twist. And release. So again, we lengthen the spine and then pull your right elbow back and twist and release. Right? Pull as you lengthen and release. So just arms out to wherever that feels right for you, kind of wider apart and a little bit high up, right? And then pull and release. Twist and release, lifting tall. Last one. Or till you're even on both sides. And then relax your arms. And then we're going to do a little rolling back, rolling up and back. So find your arms just kind of in front of you with your band with some slack in it, because you're going to need a little slack, but not too much. Inhale. As you exhale, curl the tailbone under and round about halfway. Probably just want to start with halfway or so. Inhale, exhale up. And as we come up, we lift our arms. And then we're going to circle them back behind us. Pull the arms back as you dive forward. And then the arms come back up. And find the resistance that works for you. Round back as you exhale. Inhale, exhale up. Lift the arms, circle them back. Pull back as you dive forward. So it's a little rowing motion. Release. Exhale back as far as you feel like you want to go. Inhale, exhale up. Circle back. Pull torso toward legs. Release. Exhale back. Inhale, exhale up. Lift, circle back. Pull yourself forward and release. Let's just do one more. Exhale back. Inhale, exhale up. Lift. Sweep the arms back. Pull as you pull yourself forward. And release. And when you bring your arms forward, turn your palms to face towards you and elbows lifted. Round back about halfway. And we're going to just let go or straighten the arms and then bicep curl. So you're just going to release. Bring hands to shoulders and release. Try to keep the shoulders down. I can feel mine coming up to my ears. Keep the shoulders down. Right? And you can come up more if you need to, or back farther, whatever amount of curl back you want to do. Good. Next time you release, maybe just go down one more time onto our back. Take a nice deep breath. Lift head and shoulders. Use your band if you want to help you roll up. Great. And then we can go ahead and release the band from around our feet. We're going to come onto our side, and of course, we got to do clam with the band, so because it's such a good one. So crossing or putting the band behind the knees, right? Bring myself back farther, and you're just going to use it. Hold on wherever. Heels lined up with the sits bones, knees lined up. You can lie down on your arm all the way. You can have your head on your hand, whatever you like there. And just start with opening and finding your resistance and closing, right? So how much resistance feels right for you so that you feel some, but not too much. Pull legs open and close. Inhale and exhale. Good hip strengthener. And exhale. And then let's try lifting our feet a little bit off the ground and doing it. Open and close. Open. Just a little bit different. Right? Open, press, and release. Press and release. Then relax your legs, and you're going to press up so that you can put your band around your top foot, whatever leg is on top, and around there, like that. And put your band underneath your bottom leg, which is bent, which is going to anchor that band, and lie down. So we're just going to press the legs straight up, toes pointed forward, and release. Again, find the amount of resistance that you want. Don't make it too much, and release. Or you might be sorry. Okay, press, hold, and release. Because when you're using the band, when you've got resistance, you're really going to feel it, right? We know that. Inhale and exhale. Press, exhale, release. Press and release. And then unhook your band from your bottom leg and hold on to it here. And take your leg in a circle, forward, up, and back, and around. However big that circle wants to be, whatever's comfortable for you. Just circle the leg and hold your band wherever you want to hold it. Doesn't really matter. Just using the band to help you. And then reverse your circle. Up to the back, around. Yeah. Breathe. And then we're just going to let our leg be straight down. Pull the knee in and press out. Pull in and press out. Pull in and press out. Good. Next time we press out, we're just going to stay there and lift ourselves up, bring our leg out to the side with your whatever leg was on the bottom in towards your thigh. Hold on to your band. Arm and just take a little side stretch toward that leg. And breathe. And then you can just relax your arm down to your leg, give it a little more stretch here. And then we'll come up and take this leg across for a stretch. So if you want to just stack your legs and fold forward, or if you want to come into a figure 4 stretch, or whatever feels good to you to give this hip some stretch. Probably notice that it feels a little bit different after having the resistance of the band. The muscles get a deeper work, right? Works more deeply into the muscles. I guess you could say muscles you didn't know you had. All right, and then we're going to come to our other side. So wrap it underneath the knees. You know what? Okay, so stacking the knees, finding that half bend. And then again, you can lay down or you can have your head on your hand. And we're just going to press that top knee into the band and release. Good. Find your resistance. On this side, it might be different than the other side. For me, it is. So I like less resistance on this side than the other side, but just find what is good for your body. Breathe. And then we'll do that with our feet just a little bit lifted. Just a little bit different muscles. Pressing that top heel into the bottom heel. Make sure your knees line up when you close. And then relaxing your legs on this one. We're going to need to come up so we can wrap the foot with the band. And then anchor the band with your bent bottom leg like that. Lie down. And again, finding the resistance as you press that leg up and release. Press into the band. Breathe. Make sure your hips are stacked, toes are pointed forward. Good. All right, and then we'll unhook from the bottom leg and hold that band. Circle the leg around and back. Just hold it however it feels good to you. You might like to just put your hand on your hip or hold it up like that. Circle the leg. And reverse your circle. And then just having that leg straight down like that. We're going to pull the knee in and press out. In and press out. That might feel good to your leg, side and back of the leg, right? Butt muscle. In and your thigh muscles. Good. And then next time we press out, stay there and lift up to come up to a position. Well, and your asana in yoga, right? And we're going to take hold of our band and take a little side stretch toward that leg. Now, if this doesn't work for you, feel free to do a different kind of side stretch. It doesn't matter. Some breaths here. And then we'll do a little hip stretch. Then cross that leg over the bottom leg, and whatever kind of hip stretch you like to do, whether you like to stack your legs, do a figure 4 type of stretch. Just make sure you feel it. Move the head and neck around. Okay, and we'll come out from there and bring ourselves to our all fours. So to start with, we're going to lie the band flat on the ground. Make sure you have lots of band in the top area and put your leg on top of it. You might start with the leg that's close to the screen. You're going to hold your band, find your all fours position here. Get stable. And then we'll stretch that whatever leg's to the back. You're going to stretch that leg long and behind you and reach this front arm holding onto the band. Right? And we're just going to look forward. So your neck is comfortable. Kind of lift your head a little bit. You're just going to lift and release. Pulling the band up, lifting the leg and release. And find your resistance. Not too much, just a little bit or some, but not too much. You don't want the wrist to bend. Lift and release. Lift and release. Good. Last one. There. And then gather your band tighter. Grab it closer to you so you can pull your arm alongside you like that. Lift the leg, bend the knee. Right? And we're going to do triceps. So your hand faces your leg and you're going to pull up as you press your foot toward the ceiling. Just like that. Little lift. Arm close by the side. Lift the knee. Full body workout. Good. And come down, bring your knee under your hand down. And you can stretch back on your heels if you want, but we're going to switch the band to the other side. Lay it out there under that knee. Anchoring it with your leg, grabbing hold with that hand. Stretch your other leg back. Good. Looking up a little bit, reach and lift and release. Lift and release. This is one where you might like to have padding under your extra padding under your body, right? Under your knees, maybe under your hand. Breathe. And when you lower, grab that band closer to you. Bring your arm by your side so your hand faces you. Lift the leg, bend the knee, and we're going to lift the arm and press the foot up. So you've got the triceps working, right? Just a little pulse upward. Nothing's little about this exercise. It's hard. Good. Breathe. Good. Last one. And then relax everything. Back down. Hands under you. Leg under you. Stretch back to your heels for a moment. Or whatever you need to do to let your body have a nice little rest. And then we're going to take the band, come onto our belly. And we're going to have the band behind our back. So you might want to start by coming onto your belly and bringing your band behind your shoulder blades like that. Have it under your arm pit and hold on to it like that. So under the armpit and hold on. It's around our shoulder blade, mid-back area, and in swan position. So elbows in by down to your waist. Draw the shoulders down. Good. Hands on the ground. And we're just going to lift our head and chest up, pressing up a bit here. And then take your left hand and stretch that arm out to the side and find your resistance. Bring it back in and lift your right arm and stretch that out to the side and bring it back in. And then the left arm and in. And just stay in a little bit of a lifted position here, reaching straight out and in, straight out, in, straight out. Last one. Good. And relax down. And then we're going to lift head and shoulders, pressing up again, right, in your chest. And now we're just going to reach overhead. So take your left arm and stretch it overhead and bring it back. Right arm stretches and back. Left arm and back. We're just staying a little bit lifted. Reach and return. Reach and return. Reach and return. Reach and return. Keep going. Good. Last one. Or when you're even on both sides, your arms come in. Relax your chest and head and shoulders. Good. And we'll just do some swan or back extensions. So lifting up, pressing into your hands to come up a little higher and lower back down. And again, lengthen out and up, press into the hands and lower back down. And keep going. And lower back down. And this time we're going to come up and we're going to come onto our all fours, keeping the band underneath or behind your back, holding on to it like that with your hands. And we're going to do cat-cow. So we've got some resistance with the band. So rounding your back, pressing your back into the band, and arch, and curl, and arch, curl, and arch. Letting your spine move. And then we'll come to neutral. Stretch one leg back, the other leg back into plank. See if you can just take some breaths here. Good. Almost feel like you're pressing your back into the band, right? So you're really lifting up off the ground. You feel like you're really pressing into that plank. You need to come down, feel free to come down. Come in and out of it. All right, and then we'll bring our knees to the ground and come up off of the hands. And we're going to take our band. You'll like this. This is going to be a stretch. So you're going to just take your band, wrap it around one ankle as many times as you want, just so it feels secure. I've got mine wrapped around it once. And depending on what side you're starting with, you'll want to come around with the band on that outside of that leg onto your belly because it's awkward to get here, right? And we're just going to use the band to stretch. So you can pull your foot towards you, your instincts or whatever you want to do with your upper body, but it's kind of nice to be on your elbows, and then press your hip into the ground and just give that front of our thigh and hip flexors a little stretch. Half bow pose. Yeah, just holding on to it. It takes a while just to get into the position. I know. And then see if you might need to lower your body down depending on your hips, but see if you can just kind of release that leg and then slide your knee up into a half frog position. Now, if you can do that up on your elbows, great, but you might need to lower your body down if you have like tight hips. Just a nice passive hip opening stretch. Yeah. Good. And then we'll kind of roll to the side to come up and switch. So coming up to sitting. Undo that band on that side, and wrap the other leg around. And again, as much as you want, you can wrap it. You really want it secure a couple times. Come on to your belly with this leg. Oh, giving this leg a stretch and pressing the hip into the ground as we pull our leg towards us. You can also lift both legs too if you want. You can lift one or keep them both up at the same time and just kind of focusing more on the one you're stretching. More compression in our low back. And then we'll release that leg and slide your knee up towards your shoulder on the side for a half frog stretch. And again, up on the elbows if you can, or lower down if you need to, depending on your hip. Just want to give that hip a little opening. Find what works for you. I just really love this particular stretch for hip opening. It's passive, and yet it really works well if you're up on your elbows. Really get in there and stretch. All right, and then we'll slide the leg as we roll onto our side to come up. Down, and you can undo the band, and we'll bring ourselves to sitting for the last little stretch. So you can sit in a diamond if you want. If straddle is hard for you, right? Straddle the legs is hard. Bring your band behind your back. And you want to wrap, you can. So some tightness there, some resistance, right? Just to feel that's a little tighter on this side. All right, so we're going to do saw. So you're going to lift tall, rotate, and reach for that opposite foot, anchoring the hips. Or if you're in diamond, of course, you're just reaching in that direction. Come up, rotate, and stretch across. Or you can sit with your knees bent. Good. Inhale and exhale across. Anchor the hips. And center. Rotate. Good. Last one. Or if you're even on both sides. If you're not in diamond, bring your feet together. Lift your band up over your head. And then take it to the side. Rotate to point your chest down. Circle around to the other side and lift up. Take it to the side. Rotate. Circle around and lift up. Just do a nice flowing circle side to side. Rotate around. And one more. Over. Up. Go ahead and lower your arms down. Thank you all for coming. Hope that felt good.